The next guy coming to stage, it's his first time here at the Hidden House. So, let's all be kind, loving, laugh a lot, and just share all the love in the world with him. Without further ado, Charlie Spees.
He's really tall. Oh, I'm kind of bloated. Yeah, I had to go to the doctor recently. I don't know what the problem is. If a normal shit is Kellogg's Corn Flakes, I think I have the variety pack from Satan. So, I went to my doctor, and like a lot of other poor human beings in the United States of America, I had to visit Dr. Google. And so I go to Dr. Google, I'm like, something's up down there, Dr. Google. And see, Dr. Google, he didn't go to study diagnostic medicine. He didn't go to study, he didn't go to become a surgical resident. Right? Dr. Google decided to go to medical school to figure out how to scare the fuck out of everybody. So I go to Dr. Google, I'm like, something wrong with my ass, colon cancer. So I had to go to a real doctor. Real doctor, takes some tests, finds out I don't have colon cancer. And he says, well, it looks like you have irritable bowel syndrome. And I'm like, that's some fucked up shit, doc. And he was like, exactly. So I'm going to be a new father soon. Thank you very much. Fans of Losing Freedom, thanks. I'm going to be a new father soon. I'm new to the Valley. I just moved here about 1.5 years ago. Didn't waste any time. I'm from Oakland, California. And anybody who's been in Oakland, California, knows what Oakland, California is. But people here don't. So every time I tell them I'm from Oakland, California, they look at me really concerned. And they say things like, what was that like? Or, was that dangerous? And I'm like, no, it's Oakland, California. I'm not returning from a tour in Basra. I'm not in the Hurt Locker, don't worry. Oakland's all right. I miss Oakland, I miss it. I moved out here to deal with the effects of the Great Recession, as they've called it. They're more akin to calling it now the jobless recovery. People heard that term? We're now living in a jobless recovery. I think I need all of your help with this. Next time you're in a coffee shop and you're overhearing people talk about the economy, overhearing like very intelligent people having discussions, and somebody comes out with we're in a jobless recovery, This is what I want you to do. I want you to go up to that person, and I want you to punch them in the mouth as hard as you possibly can. And then when they're doubled over, they're like, oh, why did you do that? What? I want you to say, well, now you have a toothless smile, bitch. Enjoy the jobless recovery. So I moved here for economic reasons. And the first 40 jobs I applied for didn't get a single call back. So I was like at a point of desperation. I was like, what the hell am I going to do? I need a job. I need to make money. What am I going to do? So I had two choices. One, I was going to neglect personal hygiene, go out to downtown Phoenix, and start quoting Revelations, holding a sign and proclaiming the end is nigh. Or I was going to drive a taxi. So I drive a taxi. I think I made the wrong decision. So, I kind of enjoy the job. It's a fun job. Drive people around all day. You get a lot of people asking you, though, you must have a lot of story, because, they watch Taxi Cab Confessions, they watch all these television shows. You get dumbasses get in the cabs like, are we going to play Cash Cab? Let's play some Cash Cab. I'm like, okay, I'll take you where you want to go. You give me cash. This is my version of cash cab. So, no, but I don't like to tell a story. You know, they always ask, you must have some interesting stories. I'm like, you know, that's not my job. I'm gonna take you where you want to go. But I'll share with you guys a story. I had a passenger. I'll call him Gay Dave. And Gay Dave was my favorite customer for probably a span of a month. You know, I'd pick him up on a Friday night. He'd want to go to several bars. I'd be with him for about 3 hours. And he'd finish the night, give me $300. It was, you know, at 3 hours, $300, you can't beat that, right? I did it over the course of about 4 different Fridays. And I really got to know him. Like, he you know, he's a really cool guy. He talked about his childhood, talked about his upbringing in the Catholic Church. You know, he talked about, you know, his parents, his cousins, everybody. And, but he got a little bit too familiar, because on the 5th run, I get to our location, I drop him off, you know, take him to the bars, drop him home, gives me $300. He sits in the back, and, you know, I'm driving. He sits in the back, and he asks, "Can I ask you a favor, Charlie?" I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever, you know, you need me to help you move something or whatever, you're a good customer, I want to take care of you. He was like, "It might be a little weird." I'm like, okay, you know, just shoot, go ahead, what do you want? He leans forward and he whispers, "I need you to pee on my face." I need you to pee on my face and my chest and everywhere. I need you to pee on me. And I'm kind of confused. I'm like, what, were you stung by a jellyfish? And what's He's like, no. My boyfriend, sometimes he used to pee on my face. He doesn't like to do anymore. This is something I like. And I'll give you an extra $100. And so I was torn. I was like, okay, it's been my dream to pee on somebody's face my whole life. You know, but on the other hand, I know he's thinking it's something sexual, so I'm like, you know, I get all incensed. I'm like, I can't do that. You know, that goes against all my morals. I can't pee on your face for $100. What about for $200? So, so we get out of the taxi. He gets ready, like, as soon as I say sold, it's like shirt's fucking off in like half a millisecond. You know, he takes his shirt off, gets on the ground, he's ready for me to pee on his face. And I'm the kind of person, like, if I'm gonna commit to something, I'm gonna commit to something. I'm gonna fucking do that shit. So I'm thinking, like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna knight him with I'm gonna knight him with my urine. I'm gonna make him the Duke of Piss. I'm gonna reenact the Count Dooku beheading in Star Wars. I'm gonna reenact that. And I know the Star Wars purists, they're like, Charlie, you know, Anakin had 2 lightsabers, all right? And I know you're fucking up on that. Not a lot of Star Wars people. So anyways, you know, I'm all ready to go. I'm all ready to knight him. I'm ready to draw, like, you know, dick and balls next to his face with my cock. And ready to go. And he's, like, ready. He's extended. He's looking up to the sky, praying to the god of piss, ready to be drenched. And I can't go. And he's, like, waiting. He looks up. And I'm like, I don't know what's happened. This has never happened. Thank you very much. That's my time. I'm Charlie Speaks.
Charlie Speaks.